you are watching this video right now, it is not by accident. Knee pain never appears without a reason. It starts quietly, slowly, almost unnoticeably. At first, it feels like a small discomfort, then stiffness, then a strange tension when you stand up after sitting. Later, climbing stairs becomes uncomfortable. Turning in bed at night reminds you that something is wrong. This is the stage where most people make a critical mistake. They ignore it. And this is exactly the stage where everything could still be reversed. Today, knee pain is no longer a problem only for older people. More and more young adults, even in their 20s and 30s, are experiencing knee discomfort, stiffness, and pain. This is not normal. And it is not random. It is the result of modern lifestyle habits slowly damaging the body. The knee is one of the most hard-working joints in the human body. It carries body weight, absorbs impact, stabilizes movement, and allows mobility. Every step you take, every time you sit down or stand up, your knee is under pressure. If other parts of the body fail to support this load, the knee pays the price. Most people think knee pain is only about cartilage. Cartilage matters. Yes. But the problem goes much deeper. The knee depends on surrounding muscles, ligaments, blood circulation, joint fluid, and proper alignment. If thigh muscles are weak, the knee becomes overloaded. If blood flow is poor, healing slows down. If inflammation is present, pain increases. This creates a chain reaction that gradually worsens over time. One of the most dangerous and underestimated causes of knee pain is inflammation. Inflammation often develops silently. You don't see it, but it works constantly in the background. It dries out cartilage, reduces joint lubrication, and increases friction. Movement becomes less smooth. Pain appears. Most people treat the pain, not the inflammation. Another major factor is muscle inactivity. Long hours of sitting weaken the muscles that protect the knee. The glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings become inactive. When these muscles stop doing their job, the knee is forced to compensate. Over time, this leads to strain, swelling, and pain, even without any injury. Many people reach for painkillers as a solution. The pain fades, and they feel relieved. But this relief is deceptive. The underlying problem remains. Inflammation continues. Tissue breakdown continues. The body simply stops sending warning signals. When the pain returns, it often comes back stronger. Body weight plays a crucial role as well. Every extra kilogram increases the load on the knee joint. This pressure accumulates day after day, year after year. You may not feel it immediately, but the knee feels it with every step. Nutrition is another key element most people ignore. Joints need building materials to repair themselves. Cartilage requires collagen. Muscles need magnesium. Bones need vitamin D. Without these nutrients, recovery becomes almost impossible. Pain becomes chronic not because the body cannot heal, but because it lacks the tools to do so. What most people don't realize is that knee pain is rarely just a knee problem. It is a full body signal. A message that something in your daily habits is slowly breaking down balance and function. Treating the knee alone is like fixing a warning light while ignoring the engine. So why do some people move freely without pain while others struggle to walk short distances? The answer lies in circulation, muscle activation, inflammation control, and lifestyle patterns. These factors determine whether your knee heals or deteriorates. Movement is essential, but not all movement is helpful. Some movements restore joint health, others accelerate damage. Understanding the difference is critical. Unfortunately, most people do the wrong exercises at the wrong time, making the problem worse. Rest can help, but too much rest weakens the joint. Exercise can heal, but only when done correctly. There is a fine balance that most people never learn. And here is where things become truly important. Knee pain follows patterns. It increases at certain times of the day. It reacts to specific movements. It responds to pressure, posture, and habits. If you learn to read these patterns, you can regain control. The problem is not that solutions don't exist. The problem is that people are never taught how to approach knee pain properly. They are told to endure it, mask it, or wait until it becomes severe. In the next part, this is exactly what needs to be addressed. Which habits quietly destroy the knee? Which simple changes protect it? When movement heals and when it harms? How inflammation can be reduced naturally? And how the knee can gradually return to strength without forcing it. This is where most videos stop. But this is where real understanding begins. Now let's talk about the most important question. Can knee pain be treated naturally? And the honest answer is yes. In many cases, it absolutely can, if you understand how to approach it correctly. Natural treatment does not mean ignoring science. It means working with the body instead of fighting it. The goal is simple: reduce inflammation, improve circulation, support joint tissue, and strengthen the muscles that protect the knee. Let's start with medicinal plants. One of the most powerful natural allies for joint and knee health is turmeric. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic knee pain is often driven by low-grade inflammation, and curcumin helps calm that process. Turmeric works best when taken with a small amount of healthy fat and black pepper, which improves absorption. Another extremely effective plant is ginger. Ginger improves blood circulation and reduces stiffness. People who consume ginger regularly often notice less morning stiffness and better mobility. Ginger can be taken as tea or added to food daily. Boswellia, also known as Indian frankincense, is especially useful for joint inflammation. It helps reduce swelling and supports cartilage health. Many natural joint supplements are based on Boswellia because it works without damaging the stomach like many painkillers do. For external use, sea buckthorn oil is very valuable. It supports tissue repair, improves skin and connective tissue health, and calms irritation around the joint. Gently massaging the knee with warm oil improves circulation and helps muscles relax. Now let's talk about something many people underestimate: movement as medicine. The knee does not heal through rest alone. It heals through the right kind of movement. The key is to strengthen the muscles that stabilize the knee without creating pressure. The first exercise is straight leg raises. Lie on your back, one leg bent, the other straight. Slowly lift the straight leg. Hold for a few seconds, then lower it. This strengthens the quadriceps without stressing the joint. The second exercise is seated knee extensions. Sit on a chair. Slowly extend one leg until it is straight. Hold briefly, then lower it. This improves joint control and muscle activation. The third is hamstring and calf stretching. Tight muscles pull on the knee joint and increase pain. Gentle stretching reduces tension and improves flexibility. Another very effective movement is slow walking. Not running, not jumping, just steady walking. Walking pumps joint fluid into the knee, nourishes cartilage, and improves circulation. This is one of the safest and most underrated therapies. Now an important warning. Deep squats, sudden twisting movements, jumping exercises, and heavy weights can worsen knee pain if done at the wrong time. Healing requires patience. Pain is not something you push through. It's something you listen to. Hydration also plays a huge role. Joint cartilage is mostly water. Dehydration dries out joints and increases friction. Drinking enough water daily is a simple but powerful habit. Nutrition matters as well. Protein supports muscle repair. Omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation. Magnesium relaxes muscles. Vitamin D strengthens bones. These are not supplements for athletes only. They are essentials for joint health. One more thing many people overlook is consistency. Natural treatment does not work overnight like a painkiller, but it works deeper. When you reduce inflammation daily, move correctly, nourish your body, and support circulation, the knee slowly regains strength. Knee pain improves when the body feels safe, supported, and balanced. Not forced, not rushed. This is why natural approaches work best when combined: plants, movement, nutrition, and habits together. Now let's put everything together, because with natural healing, timing and consistency matter just as much as the method itself. Doing the right thing at the wrong time can slow progress, while small actions done correctly can create real change. Let's start with exercise timing. The best time to do knee-friendly exercises is 30 to 60 minutes after waking up in the morning, or in the evening, at least 2 hours after your last meal. During these times, muscles are more relaxed. Circulation is better, and joints respond more positively. Avoid exercising on a completely empty stomach or right after eating. Every movement should be slow, controlled, and pain-free. If sharp pain appears, stop immediately. Pain is not something to push through. It is a signal. 10 to 15 minutes per session is enough. Once or twice a day is ideal. Doing more does not mean faster healing. The knee responds best to patience, not force. Now let's talk about water intake. Joint cartilage depends heavily on hydration. When the body lacks water, joints dry out, friction increases, and pain becomes worse. But water must also be consumed at the right times. The most beneficial times to drink water are: 1 glass of warm water after waking up, 1 glass 30 minutes before meals, a few sips after exercises. Avoid large amounts right before sleep on average. 1.5 to 2 liters per day is enough for most people. Sip gradually throughout the day. Extremely cold water is not ideal for joint health. Now let's discuss medicinal plants and how to use them properly. Turmeric. Once per day, half a teaspoon, mixed with warm water or milk. Best time: morning or after lunch. Adding a small amount of black pepper improves absorption. Ginger. As tea. 1 to 2 times per day. Best time: morning or evening. It improves circulation and reduces stiffness. Boswellia, capsule or powder form. Once per day. After meals, most effective when used consistently to reduce inflammation. Sea buckthorn oil, External use. Apply in the evening before sleep. Massage gently into the knee. No need to press hard. These plants are not instant painkillers. They are supportive tools that work gradually. For best results, they should be used consistently for at least 2 to 3 weeks. The key to natural healing is routine. When movement, hydration, nutrition, and rest align, the knee begins to respond. Pain may not disappear overnight, but it slowly loses its control. Remember this: knee pain is not a punishment. It is communication. Your body is asking for attention. When you listen, healing begins. If this video helped you, please leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Your words may help someone else who is struggling quietly. Make sure to use these natural methods consistently and responsibly. I wish you strength, comfort, and pain-free movement. Take care of your body, respect its signals, and give it the support it deserves.